Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining us for the Simply Hired ATS product tour. My name is Chris, and I am the lead onboarding specialist here at Simply Hired. So let's take a look at today's agenda. I'm going to talk about a really quick overview on Simply Hired, what makes us different. We're going to jump in and show you how to post a job, revealing qualified candidates, how you do that. I'm going to go through some settings, automations, and suggestions just to make your life easier. And then we'll talk and look at our pricing tool and our customer support center. First off, why Simply Hired? So you're going to ask yourself, well, why would I use it? And what makes us a little bit different than everybody else? When you sign up for Simply Hired, there's a couple things that you're going to experience. The first thing is we're going to throw $100 in your account, which is awesome. You get to try it out, try the platform out, get comfortable with it without spending any money. So the second is, and I guess I should say there's no limits to how many job posts you can make. You really are going to use it as much or as little as you want. There's no monthly service fees or yearly service fees, and no contracts. Next is it's always free for our candidates, no matter where they find your job and they apply. They don't have to sign up for a Simply Hired account. They just need to fill out a short application, which is great. You are going to get the chance to review each applicant, the answers to questions on the application. You're going to get to see their resume and cover letter and answers to screener questions that you ask during the application. The only thing you are not going to see is you're not going to see the candidate's full name, email address, physical address, phone number, and social links. So once you review the candidates, you'll get to decide whether or not you want to move forward before you even pay a dime. The first thing we're going to take a look at is posting a job. That's probably one of the first things you're going to do when you sign up. What we're looking at here is our Simply Hired dashboard. Everything in your Simply Hired dashboard is basically going to be job specific. So everything lives inside of each job, which your applicants, the job information, so on and so forth. And they'll just sit on top of each other. So whether you have 2 jobs or 20 jobs, they're just going to sit on top of each other here. So to post a job, all we're going to do is hit this purple button at the top, post a job. Now, in the essence of time, I've got one started for us to look at here. So I'm just going to click on finish draft and I'll walk you through the process. It's going to be a 6-step process. So super simple. Step 1 is going to be your job information, which is going to include your job title, job location. You can decide whether this is a remote position or they have to report to the office, job type, full-time, part-time, experience level, and then finally, your salary, whether it's a per hour, per yearly basis. And then we're just going to continue right through this job. Step 2 is going to be the job description. We have a great document builder here for you if you don't already have one, but if you do have it saved in a Word or a Google Doc, it's as simple as just a copy and paste right into our document builder here. Some suggestions, bullet points, line spacing, short paragraphs, and that kind of brings me to this post quality score. We spent some time and resources taking a look at what types of job post candidates typically apply to. So this is a great tool. The closer to 100, we found that candidates are more apt to apply. So, and you'll see we do make some recommendations, but overall, we want you to get that post quality score to 100. So let's take a look at step 3. These are pre-made screener questions that we have out of the box, just typical things you would normally ask for in an application. So resume, cover letter, education, so on and so forth. Then we just make it really easy. These buttons, as you'll see, are really just a toggle and click, to make that a requirement in the application. Step 4 we're going to look at here is going to be our custom screener questions. We highly recommend using these. We notice that, or we see our clients that are utilizing custom screener questions are 40% more successful than our clients that are not. You'll see in this particular job post, I would like for my applicants to have a SafeServe certification. So that's one of my custom questions. I do believe I have a yes or a no here, and that's how I would like them to answer it. And then if I just want to add another one, I just fill out this box, hit required, We give you several different ways for those applicants to answer that question, and then that'll be part of the application process. So let's move on to step 5. This is our workflow. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later in the webinar, but what the workflow is basically just the stages you move candidates through in your hiring process. So you're going to see it's the hiring stages. What's important about this, and I'm going to show you this a little later, is this is where you will set automated emails to go out, but you can change or delete or rename any of these stages here. But again, most important part is this is where you'll set up automated emails to go out for each stage. All right, let's take a look at our final stage, which is our hiring team. So here, super simple. If you have anybody on your team that you want to be involved in the hiring process for this particular job, you're just going to add their email here, and then they'll get all the real-time notifications as well. Okay, before you actually publish it, you're going to have a chance to review your job post. This is just a comprehensive look at everything we just went through, job requirements or job description, pre-made screener questions, custom screener questions. You'll see here's my SafeServe certification question. The workflow, again, this will show you which stages you're sending out automated emails from. We're going to set that up in a bit here, and your hiring team. Once you hit continue, you're going to see it's going to calculate the price for this job. And for this particular role, my operations management position, it's going to be $4.99 per reveal. So again, I'm going to talk a little bit about how that price is calculated a little bit later, and we actually have a cost calculator that you can use. Once you publish this job, you're going to get a notification saying, all right, congratulations, your job is posted, and you're going to see that now the job is live. It will go through our compliance department, but for the most part, you are good to go. It's going to show you your set reveal rate, and then you can take a quick look at your live job post. And this is basically what all the applicants are going to see and have to fill out when they apply for your position. And again, once they fill out all the fields and they hit submit application, you're going to get a real-time notification saying, hey, you have a new applicant for that position. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Posting a job, get that post quality score to 100. We do have some hard numbers here. 52% of job seekers say that the quality of the job post is extremely influential in their decision on whether or not to apply. So second here, clients utilizing custom questions are 40% more successful. Definitely ask those questions. Remember, you're really, the whole goal here is to get as much information on that applicant as you can to decide whether or not you want to pay to move forward with them. So utilize those custom questions. As far as titles, job titles, this is something that we see all the time, and I know Erin talks about it in her webinar. Use concise titles that are easily searchable, something that an applicant, try and think like an applicant. Customer service rep versus phone answering superstar. You're not going to get a lot of candidates looking for phone answering superstars. So just remember to use recognizable job titles. You'll end up you'll be happier. You'll get more candidates. Let's say that. Here's a plug for Erin. Go ahead and sign up for her Friday webinar if you want to learn more on how to craft high quality job posts. It's an awesome webinar. Mine's a little more high overview of the platform and how to use it, but she really digs in and does an awesome job on how to craft a high quality job post. Okay, so next, now that we have our job posted, what we want is we want to show you how to reveal, and I love the word qualified, reveal qualified candidates, because really that's what it's all about. That's where our paywall is. You don't pay for unqualified candidates. You're only going to pay for candidates that you feel might be a good fit. Okay, so we are back in your dashboard here, and now we're going to take a look at jobs. Obviously, we just posted that operations manager job, so I don't have any applicants for that, but my fulfillment specialist role, I have 3 total applicants, and you can see here that I have 2 applicants that I need to look at for my fulfillment specialist job. So it'll give me the rate that I'm going to pay there. The job is live. I've got 2 ways to do this. I can just click anywhere inside here, or go ahead and click that review 2 applicants. That's going to take me inside side of that job. So down my left-hand column, you're going to see your applicant queue. The applicants are going to come in like TT and CS. So you'll see here TT, abbreviated first name. You're going to scroll down. There's actually a bunch more functionality right here if you decide to reveal this applicant. But more importantly, we want to take a look and see if it's somebody we would want to reveal. So you'll see answers to questions in the application process. Here's my custom question for this job. Do you have experience with e-commerce? This candidate does not. And then I get to look at really the candidate's full resume without any contact details here. But I can scroll down and look at the work history and everything else that is on that resume, as well as their cover letter. And then at this point, really all I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll back up here, and I've got two choices. I can either reveal this candidate or say I'm not interested in them. This button, I love to tell everybody, this is the only button on the site that charges you. So if you want to move forward, that is the button you're going to hit, reveal applicant details. That's where our paywall kicks in. In this case, I'm going to say I'm not interested in this candidate. They don't have a commerce experience. If you're going to get a pop-up here that says, do you want to send them an automated email that just says, hey, thanks for applying. Unfortunately, at this time, we're not interested. And you'll see right here, TT, they get tagged as not interested. Now, if you do feel like you made a mistake, it's as simple as moving them back to awaiting review, and we'll see that in real time here. So they'll go back under awaiting review in my queue. So now if I am interested, I'm going to hit this reveal applicant details button, and then I will be charged that $10 for this specific job. And now I've got all this candidate's information, right? So we can see Susie Sample's full name. I can email Susie through the platform here. Oh, you'll see all this new functionality that opens up, and you can email the applicant through the platform here. It'll look like it's coming from your work address. I'm going to show you in a little bit how to set up all these email templates, but we make it really easy once you have those templates built to reach out to those candidates. And we do recommend that if you reveal an applicant, to reach out as quickly as possible. It'll track your email correspondence here. I now have Susie's phone number, and in this field, I can leave notes for my teammates. And you'll see it'll track any notes you have for each other about Susie. And then I can also schedule interviews through the platform. So when you do this, it's going to go out as an email, basically asking the applicant to confirm whether or not, or if they can make a specified interview time. All your interviews will be tracked there on the left-hand column under interviews. And now, most importantly, you're going to have all of the contact details. So we're going to see that here. The address opens up, and we'll also have the original uploaded version of Susie's resume. And now we can go ahead and either print or download that resume. We suggest you do that just as a backup. Overall, that is how you are going to reveal qualified candidates. Again, if you have one job or 10 jobs or 10 candidates or 100 candidates, you're only going to pay for those that you want to move forward with. And a quick recap here. So you're going to receive real-time notification anytime a candidate applies. You're going to get to review the resumes and the application answers for free. You're only going to pay, and our paywall only kicks in when you want to reveal an applicant's details, somebody that you want to move forward with in an interview. And our suggestion here is to make sure you reach out to those revealed candidates quickly. Time is of the essence. We know hiring is tough right now, so we definitely want to get a hold of any revealed candidates as quickly as possible. In this section, I'm going to show you some settings, some automations, some suggestions, just to make your life a little bit easier and stay in front of those candidates with minimum work. So we're back in the Simply Hired dashboard. We're looking at both our job posts. Now, I'm going to make a recommendation here on job posts. So each job on Simply Hired across all industries and job levels is getting an average of 27 applicants. But the majority of those applicants are coming in the first 30 days. So my first recommendation, and I think Aaron would agree, is that if you haven't found your hire yet, we think you should repost that position at the 30-day mark. So you'll see here, I've got this fulfillment specialist. I do a ton of demos. I would never suggest letting a job sit there for over a year. I would repost it every 30 days. We make that super simple. With this drop down here, you can duplicate this job, and I'm going to walk you through it. It's really simple. It's going to hold all of the original information that you put in that job. All you're going to do is you're going to walk through, you're going to continue through here. It's going to create a draft, and you'll see that it's saving all of the original information. And I'm just, for webinar and time purposes, I'm going to say save and finish later. And you'll notice that I have a draft. It'll have all of my original information for that fulfillment specialist role. Now, with the live one, we suggest that you just close that job. You're going to see down at the bottom, you do have the option to delete it, but all of your applicant information lives in those jobs. So if you hit delete job, it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to do this? Because it's going to delete all the applicants inside of that job post. So plus the job information, right? So we really recommend that you just close that job, and then you're just going to finish this draft and publish this new one. That's going to start the process all over again. We're going to push it out to our job board as well as the other job boards, Indeed, Glassdoor, and we have a bunch of other small ones that we push out to as well. So that's our first recommendation. Now we're going to get into our settings here. So under your account, you're going to find a settings button here. And really, this is kind of like your global control panel, right? So I'm going to just focus on the three that I think are most important. Users, when you sign up, you can add users inside of your account, your teammates that you want to have access to post, to reveal, and review applicants. That's the first. The next one is going to be your templates tab. This is where you're going to create all your email templates. This may be one of the first things you want to do, maybe even before you post a job, just because it will make it easier for you to reach out to candidates. So you can see here, super easy to create templates there. And then it's just a drop down when you go to email someone. And now finally, our workflow tab. I told you, I did say I was going to talk a little bit more about it. Every time, everybody that signs up, their account comes with a standard or a default workflow. Again, these are the stages that you move candidates through. Most importantly, this is where you're going to set up your automated email. So you can see all the stages here. You can delete or rename these. But we do recommend 2 stages, or I recommend 2 stages for sure, that you should send out automated emails. The first is going to be the awaiting review stage. And you can see how simple it is here. You just say, add an item, choose one of your new email templates, and then and that'll set up an automated email. The 2 stages, awaiting review, is the stage that applicants are put in before you've even taken a look at them. So as soon as they apply, they get put into a waiting review. You can see I have an email built here to go out that says, hey, thanks for applying. Maybe it's 3 a.m. Thanks for applying. Somebody will get a hold of you shortly. The second is screen. The screen stage is the stage we put applicants in when you first reveal them. So when you reveal those applicant details, they get moved into the screen stage. That's a great spot to add an automated email, something that just says, hey, we're interested. Somebody's going to be reaching out to you shortly for an interview. So as far as settings, automations, recommendations, those are some of the big ones there. Take advantage of those. And again, that'll be under your account here and the settings tab. That's kind of your global control panel. All right, let's take a minute to do a quick recap here of that. So we do allow you to duplicate and repost a job every 30 days if you've not found your hire yet. Highly recommended. Again, we're seeing about 27 applicants per job post. Most of them come in the first 28 to 30 days. So I definitely recommend reposting that at day 30. Don't delete the job post if there's candidate information in there. Remember, that's the only time that we delete applicant information. Create email templates. That could be the first thing you do after signing up. It'll make your life much, much easier and expedite the process of reaching out to new applicants. And then utilize that workflow to send automated emails. First two stages for sure: awaiting review and screen. Okay. Before we get into this Q&A, we got. I just want to take a real, quick look at our pricing model, how it works. There's an applicant cost calculator that I'm going to show you. I'll show you where that sits because it is published and live, and a little bit about our customer support team, which is here North American based, and we're very proud to say that Newsweek ranked us #1 in customer service for all job boards. So kudos to our customer service. Okay, so here we are. This is simplyhired.com/post jobs. I'm going to show you here. So if you go to simplyhired.com, you're going to see here at the top of the page, you're going to see post jobs. We're in the post jobs overview. What's important about this page, and you'll see that post jobs overview. What's important is this is where I'm guessing most of you have already signed up. If not, any of these purple buttons can help you through the sign up process. But what's important is about halfway down is our applicant cost calculator. So utilize this to your advantage. The pricing is based on an algorithm, and it's three major factors: the job title, the job location, and then the market conditions at the time that you post your job in that location. So basically, supply and demand for that title and that location. So we're going to take a look real quick. I'm going to show you how each one of it affects them. We're going to look at a pool cleaner here in Vegas. There's tons of pools out here. We're going to give you the lowest price we've ever seen for a pool cleaner in Vegas, the highest price we've ever seen for a pool cleaner in Vegas. And then the final determining factor is the time that you post your job. It's going to pull that supply and demand information for that particular role. So let's take a look at the title and how that affects it. So let's look at technician. We're going to assume a little larger skill set here. We're going to keep Las Vegas. Okay, and now we're going to see the lowest price and the highest price for a pool technician. You can see how that skill set, that job title, which carries a little higher skill set, affects that price. So, and now we're going to take a look at the location. So, I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. It snows. It feels like 8 months a year. I know it's not true, but it certainly feels that way. There are not many pools, and there are not many pool technicians in Buffalo. I can say that for being born and raised there. We're going to see how the location and the market conditions in Buffalo affect that price. So, I know there's not many pool technicians, and there's not many pools. So, to find a pool technician in Buffalo, you can see that it almost doubles the price. So that is the algorithm. Use this to your advantage. Again, Simply Hired, go to post jobs and click on that post jobs overview. That's where you're going to find that cost calculator. All right. So the next thing that I'd like to look at is our Simply Hired, the customer service center and our help center. Again, we have a great customer service team here. There's two ways to get a hold of them. You're going to see a submit a request link up in the top right hand corner. If you have any issues or questions, you can just click on that link. It's a really short form. Just asks you what you're experiencing or what you need help with. It creates a unique ticket number, and our customer service team goes by that ticket number. The second way is this help button down at the bottom. We do have a live chat service with our customer service team that is available to you as well. So those are the two ways to get a hold of our customer service center. And then again, utilize that help center. It's got tons of great information, including job descriptions, how you do things, how you edit a job, anything that you might get stuck on, you can find there in our help center.